The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe you should drop this line of questioning. She shifts in her seat awkwardly.
Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course. Where to? Oh, that's right there, in the yard.
She's relieved someone has come for it, finally.
It's there, in the yard, right through the hole in the fence. What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
No problem. Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Yes?
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler. From another planet. Hey there. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days. Yeah, exactly. Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout. Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need? It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. Mostly sporting goods, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Laurent Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Cool. We all want to know each other, know each other's woes and all. But people, man, they have slippery souls.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy. Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs. A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add. You'll have to ask around elsewhere.
You could also check the kiosk down the street. Frit. Huh? Oh. No, I ain't got any money. They don't want to pay for unfinished work. The bosses, man. Yeah, it sure ain't good for me. Or you. I'd spare a coin or two for a city cop down on his luck. If I had saved 4 myself. Don't be a stranger.
Yes?
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a second, officer.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
10-4, what's your status? Over. 10-18, 10-20, over. State your message, sir. Over. 10-9, repeat message. Over. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
1022, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over. You mean your partner?
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
He's asking you to stop. Says this is serious.
course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vicmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vicmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. He asks you to please stop saying he lost.
Why? Did he find it?
Sergeant Person was wondering if you found your...
You don't have a comeback.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his...
Sergeant Person wants to know if you lost...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still have fun! It's not all over!
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it.
He says he didn't.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance? Over. Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over. Ten four.
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar. So, was there anything else? That's a negative, sir. I got a 10-12 here. Over. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
What? What is it? What?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
10.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9. Over. 10-4.
Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking...
Seems like it, sir.
No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything. You understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it.
Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over. Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I hear you.
What does he want?
He's asking for...
Is he fuck...
I don't think he...
Don't give that asshole anything.
Alright, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent.
Request denied, sir.
Nothing is working.
He says he's in trouble.
Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before...
Vicmar said...
Who cares what this Vicmar said? Pull on their heartstrings. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity.
Anything else, sir? Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over.
18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd has gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Pidier. Around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, and her hair trimmed short.
What is going on here? Did something happen?
What happened is my partner made contact, and it's not good. He's lost his badge. He seemed confused, delirious even.
Mac, the torso Torson, is finger-fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty story to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance.
Yeah, Mullen was fucked, alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me.
Yeah, Mac's right. This was some gnarly shit there. I mean, before he started begging for money, it was...
Enough! None of this is funny. It's fucking sad. That's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us, goddamn this.
We must help him.
Yeah? How do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him on carrot juice? He's a lost man.
No, we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't.
Mac, man the door. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain, or anyone else. We'll give him a couple of days to pull his shit together.
I guess I can hold off the report for a few days.
Good. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We all got our laughs. Now get back to work.
Far north, on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you.
Was that a snarl or a suppressed groan? No love for you here.
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me. Who, you are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do. That's because you're hung over. Even the radio waves coming from your direction smell like liquor. Do you feel like your eyes are twitching too? That's the tiny vessels pulsating from high blood pressure, stupid officer. You might be sustaining permanent damage to your vision as we speak. Not much I can do about it. I'm not an eye doctor. The busy kind. It's not life-threatening, just annoying for you. I've got more important things to do here. And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of, but by God does it burn in your chest.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs now, I'm not surprised.
There is no surprise in his voice, only careless superiority.
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely. What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005-1944-298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, officer. I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello? Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now. No, not me. No, sorry, I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law. Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in the RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after. People tried to back away from you, or even slip out of the door. But you screamed, "I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation."
Me neither. No, please, no more suicide threats. Thank God you don't have that stupid gun anymore. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big butts cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Somewhere in a dank rental apartment, 2 police officers stand in the dark. Trash and liquor bottles cover the floor. Things are not good. One of the men, trying not to slip on old newspapers, makes his way to the window and pulls the curtains apart. Roaches scatter as the light comes in. Goddamn. Officer Michelle Elfboy Williams speaks to himself. His partner, Sundance Fisher, looks at the patrol uniform he's wearing, then at an identical suit frame on the wall. It's blue and covered in dust. "Let's get the fuck out of there." He turns to Williams. He hasn't been here in days.
No, absolutely not.
Ouch. That's like 20 points of pride damage right there, buddy.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know who?
You think you hear a sliver of Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? Maybe, I don't know. No? Not what? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the courts. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the dock workers' union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
Okay. I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
The other people who live around here. Local people, I didn't want trouble.
Her voice is resigned and weak.
You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the Union, internally. Please, I just didn't want any trouble. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
The fucking nerves on her. Trying to hide behind weakness. You're a god. An angry but just god.
Yes, I know. It's just... Was there anything else? Yeah, go on. Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and showed us your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore. Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, it feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
Please, no. Not this again. You were trying to impress some people.
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you
You were waving it around.
Some poor sod was trying to... People tried to back away from you. There is silence on the other end of the line.
Me neither. No idea. It almost looked like you pawned it. Uniform.
Somewhere in a dank... One of the men got...
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Maybe, I don't know. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there. It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now. We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself. The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's you.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Which one would that be? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Yes, I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing, well, even about little things like We Go On by the O.O. To hell with that. Then there was your... I tried to... And then you screamed something about how you're a piece of shit human being. And then I had to deal with you. I won't even mention you waving. No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend...
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment, officer.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? Work is work. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Cold and heavy. Like useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap, go the cutters in your hand. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers, and the white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle so very familiar in your palm. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC.
This is the Caprice Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. The Caprice Motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set.
Yes?
Welcome to Rivachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you. It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Rivachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Whatever you say, officers. No.
He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage.
Can't have it. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. What, officer? Sorry, I couldn't be of any help. It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it. People who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design, so naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe, huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. The problem? The damn Kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruders species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. It's what the Kips of Boogie Street are going for, right under our noses. And the others too, on the radio. Heard any chansons lately? Heard any motetos or leader? No. Dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers. of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. That's why you've got to control the offspring. Don't push your luck, Runt. Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's the strike. Oh, they've been at it for a while. A month. Apples. Yeah, apples.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested.
Oh, not much anymore. Apples. Yeah, apple.
He's given you the runaround. No. He's got a smoke right there, in his
It's my last one. Sorry, all done. I bet. Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
Yes?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, that's the tear machine. It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money. You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there, somewhere. Oh, that's the tear.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real. Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you. She pops her raspberry-flavored bubblegum and nods. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic half-smile.
You mean this? This is Pop.
Looks like it also has something called
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish. No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
You mean this? This is Pop.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode.
Yeah, they're kind of boring, but, you know. I don't know. Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store? I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but, I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really. No. I didn't know him at all. Not really. No. I didn't know him. I don't know, really long.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around.
Okay. Uh-huh. Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...? I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it? We're in Frit? As mankind, or as a nation, or in a good place? I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kinda big. I don't know. I don't know. Look at the clock.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
When ordinary people take over the government and, demands democracy. Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article. Our government? Or do you mean something else? Cool.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family. A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, not a good track record of mental health. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes and food money. Maybe she's your... Nothing. Her smile just keeps what? No. This one is a monster in disguise.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave. Why? I just told you why.
Can't sleep, I toss and turn, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring at a nigga, paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right, but I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes close, I start to sweat, blood starts coming out my nose. It's somebody watching me act, but I don't know who it is, so I'm watching my back. I can see him when I'm deep in the covers. When I awake, I don't see the motherfucker. He owns a black hat like I own, a black suit and a cane like my own. Some might say take a chill beat.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is.
He was acting tough before. This probably scared him a bit. Who knows when it will come in handy? A slightly scared, racist lorryman.
Bastards! We have a right to work! Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes. Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. You trying to meet their fat boss? I know nothing about a murder.
The mention of a killing sends a barely noticeable shiver of tenseness through him. Interesting.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup, open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work! When a ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we...
When the man moves around, you perceive some serious abs underneath his tight-fitting shirt. This man is in shape. There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting. His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence. He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the...
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful. Not we came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union...
I have a question. Why do all these men follow?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because...
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy.
What's it to you? Am I a suspect? Done no crimes. I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? Uh-huh. It was a long time ago. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer, or whatever he is. Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Scab? I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, "Let us cop for less money." Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder. Of course, Policia. It wasn't me. You can rule me out. Easier that way.
Should we? He's nice. I don't like nice.
My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits. I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. I walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Seminese supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está. Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Seminese supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition. Sure. Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out.
The coin narrowly slips by your outstretched fingers and falls to the ground.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to throw it like that. It's a thing we harbor folk do, passing around cargo and such. Was not meant as provocation or ridicule.
The boyadero stares at you with respect, then gestures towards the trickles of blood adorning your clothes.
Right, always glad to help out the RCM. We're on the same branch, you and I. Humans, I mean, not slithering scabs. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have...
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you've met the union boss and are on a better footing with the...
body betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
You hear your heart pumping, fast and irregular. Your joints ache and you feel old, but still alive, somehow.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
What is this?
You hear your heart.
Stop it! This
Jean-Luc.
You have succumbed to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. Yes, Al Ghul. Al Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. Correct. My small skull servant.
It's not good.
It's like a rat crawled into your stomach, got drunk and drowned.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Show him the ham still got it.
Willingly calling yourself a ham sandwich, how far the Occidental Haplogroup has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Enough with this begging. You should leave. Bring your troops to the Simenine Island. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul. Your beloved.
This is your chance. He's talking. No, don't rip into anyone. You're sensitive. Remember? Communicate.
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got...
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Claire is a man of vision and means. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your... Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Of course it does. You are at the... I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulumbuir are with... No.
We would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one. There always is.
Race is reality. Racists are generally not very good. I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. Correct.
Go ahead. Don't be shy. Just ask for race secrets.
Inane popular culture lingo. It is intellectually uninteresting to solve anything to an infant such as you.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand, and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
I'd appreciate it if you didn't force us into situations where I may have to shoot random civilians, because that won't get us anywhere. I'm not even sure the one bullet my chamber holds would even prick that hurt. We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make... And you're just going to let him manipulate you like that? We are not here on some political quest. We are here to solve a crime. Don't make the situation any more volatile than it already is. Let's think of something else.
No. You should do it again. It's the last thing he'll be expecting.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
It has happened again.
Another fit of criminal rage. Who are you, in your own words?
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple.
The words to the song have changed.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you.
Good. Now go before you enter cardiac arrest.
Please, stop doing this. Yes?
Nice aggression with the native. Don't let the chief fool you next time. You don't need to be that up in his face. Leave yourself space to move.
Not bad advice, actually. This might do the trick.
Let's talk about our right to work. No, I'm not a fighter. I'm a worker.
I guess getting past the man ain't that simple after all. So, sorry. Busy surveying the situation. I'm sure you'll figure something out. Wiretapping, telescopic batons, futuristic circuit bending to infiltrate harbor machinery, or calling in tactical air support. You guys have air support, right?
Because we don't. We don't have it.
I get it. Hush hush about the seat.
Something changes in his disposition. A merciful...
All right, I may have some advice for you on how to deal with Jean-Luc there, out of solidarity to the RCM. It's low in technology, however. First, don't fight him, obviously. Second, get him to share his theory by being subordinate. Admit your lack of expertise. Basically, grow them. That's how I do it. You're welcome.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
Just try again. This is one of those things where the wise sage wants you to exhibit perseverance.
Do not be naive. I know the answer to the great race enigma. Why would I share it with a deformed infant? Don't be vulgar. white or not.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront international capital. Something your race, naivistic communists, of course you are. Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large. Tell me, where have you gotten your love of pathetic rock and roll is more. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of... I can see that. We are the future. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulembuir are with me in... No.
He would be appreciative if you did not further check.
Yes.
Just try again. This is one of those things where the wise sage wants you to exhibit perseverance.
Do not be naive. I know racists are generally not. I am not.
True. That is a noble cranium. But you...
Correct.
I think this racist is better than the last. They're always...
Race is reality.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip. He's open. Rip into him. Right hook. Escalate it. Get intimate with him. Bring the hurt closer. The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down puppet of muscles and sinew. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up. Dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise. To your left is the button. As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
Her voice is surprisingly calm.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go, before he gets up.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bai, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights. Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. man is still knocked out.
Don't bother asking me to ever give my lady up. Was about 5 years old, taking my first love. It was love at first light, fell in love the first night. My uncle told me don't rush, this could be your first crush. Now I'm on the block with all the things, it's a family affair. 17 with a dream, blowing smoke in the air. Serving fiends, my routine is where I was that year. Avoiding the fucking pandas in my rearview mirror. County blues, wanna lose shit, I want all of my peers. Looking back, I wouldn't change shit, but what a career. I used to flip bags with her, skip class with her. She comfortable as fuck when I'm trying to smash with her. She got a lot of fans and they always harassing us. Ashes to ash to dust, feel like I'm Lazarus. Can't get past the rush, never pass her up. Who took this bitch worldwide? Nigga, we gassing up, now it's the even before the fame, she was my Novocaine. You know it ain't gon' change, cause now I feel something creeping in. Tired of this town again. And yet the truth remains that it just ain't the same without.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work. What's it to you? Big mess caused by union greed. But I only fight for the rights of people. We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break. Right to work! Right to work! Things are busy enough. You're going to waste less of my time?
The hulking man oozes stark skepticism.
We were promised work. We'd be in there. Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Yeah, I saw your ballerina moves up there. You caught him off guard. That only happened. Why don't you go arrest them instead?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you were.
No! They will give up eventually. Honest men and we came here to help.
I have a question.
You think they follow because I'm big?
Something special, something sacred in your eyes. For just one moment, to be bold and at your side.
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic. Our personal dynamic has changed.
He means very little.
Sometimes I think that you'll never understand me. Maybe this time is forever.
Yes?
Say it can be.
Anything you have in mind, I will be your father figure. I have had enough of crime. I will be the one who loves you
Till the end of time.
Looking for something, hort? Come to tell me to fuck off again? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock was the strike. I'd have been at Apple's. Yeah.
He's given you the runaround. Let's be honest.
Not.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
I'm not the only one. Look, people who've studied this thing. So, lately we Occidentals have... This concerns you, policeman, so you better... It's true. Also, you need to wear good. If we, the...
Lieutenant Kitsuragi's stern expression remains unknown. Not too happy.
When you said before that you were down with racism...
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your way out of this one.
I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how often you avail yourself of this technique. And one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are... I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out of it.
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Excuse me?
She's uncomfortable. Maybe...
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here. I don't know anything about that either.
Pig is a word even if she didn't write it. She should clean it.
Okay.
She's probably not gonna do it.
Since the street signs must... There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings. So it's there. In the harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Just coast. There's a little...
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere. Pouring from...
I don't know. The abandoned kind? It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the mud.
In the west is the miracle.
It's there. In the yard, right through the hole in the fence. No problem. Me? I am just a guy. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
There's discomfort. She stops mid-sentence.
As you already know, there's a corpse there.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to...
Thank you. My head is about to explode.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front. The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and St. G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also. The mail collection box seems cathartic, thankful even. So do you. You shudder, then you swallow, and then suddenly you see it. Over all the other graffitos, someone has, using the tip of a very sharp knife, cut the words, forever shone forever. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench.
We can sit on benches after...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Still a fall like no tomorrow. Good night is over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote. I said it's over with, that's all she wrote. All she wrote, all she wrote.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dent.
I'm the Jetsons, you the Flintstone. Catch me in the end zone, high step in prime time. Thought you niggas been known, ain't no block in my shine. Like my new Air Yeezys, you can see me in the nighttime. I get rich off living life, you check the check for citing rhymes. So call me what you want, wanna hate, have a nice time. While I get stupid paper, hey my dough ain't in
An
this
inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
Staring straight into a barrel of hate. Terrible fate, not even a slim chance to make a narrow escape. Cupid shot his arrow and missed. Wait, sir, you're late. Your train
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's investigate.
Told you that spilled nut ain't nothing to cry over. Never should have came within range of my rover. Should have known I was trouble soon as I rolled up. Any chick who's coming up after I blindfold up. She still come back to the crib, must want me to mess with the mind. Hold up, she must have me for some high
Yes.
roller when I won't buy soda. Let's just rock and ride cola. Buy you a bag of Fritos, I would've let you eat the fucking chip on my shoulder. If you was bleach and I was hair, I wouldn't die for you. Trying to pull $5 from me is like trying to pull 5 molars. You get your eyes swollen, palm on my straight grizzly. So why would I buy you a gay ass teddy bear, bitch? You're already bipolar. I don't really care what you call me. You can even call me cold. These bitches know as soon as they saw me. It's never me to get the privilege to know.
Kuno's got this.
I roll like a desperado. Now I'll never know where I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, Napa Goofy Kuno!
Until it's over and it's all she wrote. The credit roller, curtain closing, movie over with.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Your life will show a bitch.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like 2 black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouth-hole!
They pay you no heed or
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The fuck are you talking?
He's calling us Kuno! He said we're fucking each other!
Fuck no! Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Shitload pig! Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
you have no idea what the usual is. Just
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fucking for target practice.
end of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you... Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? No, it's not fucking Kuno's.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno. He says you climbed the ladder up to your magic treehouse.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Kuno doesn't have a magic treehouse. Dunno. Kit-Kat's gardener used to work there. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Yeah, think about it.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Ray!
Help! He's got the Kuno! Help! Help! He's sticking his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pig's in aim, Kuno! Somebody, please! Help! Misters, help!
Rolling super hard. He's having the time of his life.
He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck! No one. Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
This is where Kuno establishes dominance over you.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno!
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend. Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno! Look. I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I know what you were thinking. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit. You're nothing. You're a joke to...
Backing up was a bad idea. Now he thinks he's established dominance over you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch.
Click, 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 click!
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right? Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Not for you, pig. Kuno
can't wait to see you shit your fat ass.
That's all there is to it then. Don't be a pansy.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking...
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
think you niggas need to take a time out. Might have to leave her a dose of me on the upholstery. High level potency, better than dopamine. Yeah, you fucking with a winner.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready. You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Active decay. It's okay to throw her, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow, Kuno!
Please excuse me while I kiss the sky. Thank you for letting me be myself.
Yes?
Please excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine, sweet amphetamine. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. Man down. A trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than an actual sight. But you know there's the RCM signature rectangle on them.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. His eyes trace the crane's contour as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices your gaze.
Yes, We were in the middle of something. Your clock. What are we doing? We're awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They're bound to have information for us. I thought, or it could be that we are just exploring.
He's thinking you've forgotten where you are again.
The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meter stops. Whenever you're ready to do it.
A tarpaulin cloak would possible ask. The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks. The look in his eyes is a mix of the engineer. His eyes.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your clock.
This trash container is locked. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. Oh, it might also be evidence. The mob could have disposed of something in there. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for a rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this, you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are gonna get. They're gonna crack 20 cases a day. In the future, cops will be like astrophysicists, or prime ministers, or prophets. And you're the first one.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck do you want with it? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno...
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eye.
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape. Kuno plays on snuff radio, fucks pigs, lies, fucks their heads off. Kuno's a cop killer. It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
You could use some.
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of the game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Don't teach him, Kuno! He's gonna use it against you, Kuno!
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Is it? You got pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you've still got your head up. Don't sweat it, drunk pig. Kuno will keep your nasty secrets.
He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it.
Good call, Pigmeister. Yeah, the kingdom of Kuno. No, it's not fucking.
You think you'll
Get the fuck out of. Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Fuck does Kuno care about your hunch? That's your shit. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a the fuck about it. You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
Kuno doesn't.
I'll die before I squeal, pig! I come from the woods, good David. You
don't be traumatizing it.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me.
How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit?
Get the fuck out of.
You gotta pop out and show niggas.
I'll die before I squeal. You don't want to fuck with me.
You can still see the top of it.
Extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that cork.
And Baka got a weird case, why I be around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. That fuck 'em up. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something? P-Rest stands for bitch and you Malibu most wanted. Ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes or over your foe. The other vaginal option. Pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grower. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. That didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in red. Force time isn't happening. What is this? Your triceps ache for the metal to bend, but it resists. This calls for a potent curse to help breathe.
The quality of metal is not the problem.
He's enjoying your little failure. Unsatisfying, hurtful of itself. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lip.
The quality of metal is not...
He's enjoying your little favor.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught future when you didn't see the club. What, little baby, help you get your
It's raining again. It was clear just an hour ago. Me? I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
Say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you're not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar.
Hello again, sweetie. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with...
If she could. This woman, you've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw. Somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over.
It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money. Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast. Down by the water, there'll be a shack nestled against...
Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the Items tab. You can pawn these items when...
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I hope you were able to pawn that old trinket. Of course, dear.
Well, I was dancing in a lesbian bar in the industrial zone. I was dancing with my friends and dancing alone. Well, the first bar, things were alright, but in this bar, things were Friday night. In the first bar, things were just alright. This bar,
The worker isn't a deep. Perhaps he's on his way to where you just came from, into the primordial darkness.
I was dancing in a lesbian bar.
There is only one way to wake this bone idol from his slumber.
Why the yelling, man? Wait, what? I was just sleeping. What do you want, officer?
Officer, even after a rude awakening, this stock worker respects the police more than they usually do.
Thank God, no.
The worker stares at you, his eyes dry from sleep, a web of...
I don't know what you're talking about, kind.
A little me time in the abyssal pelagic zone. You can never return to it now. Only detective work.
That's the name of my employer.
He doesn't sound too enthusiastic about this.
How's it going? Haven't you noticed what's going on outside?
Good. Then you understand.
For one, I can get some goddamn... They got it. Measurehead's got...
The way he says Measurehead implies ultimate trust in this.
We are the workers. Okay. I guess there's also Everard. He's in charge of the... Yeah, what about it? You know, people die here.
If someone has decided to die on top of a tree, then how is it my concern? I can tell you that.
You have a pretty solid feeling that the man's not just mouthing off.
They say your guy was a killer. Your tree man. He has friends.
Everyone. It's a local rumor. You heard what I said.
The lieutenant gives you a little nod. So Union people think he was a killer, he thinks. Even Sleepyhair. This doesn't help a lot, but it's something. Good work, detective.
Indeed. Help yourself to some. Wait, no.
The dock worker doesn't answer.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to...
Thank you for clearing the debt.
Why? To keep the hobo...
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you, Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The whirling in rags is not special in that regard. What do you need them for?
It concerns the case. Please cooperate.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Do I have a shaker in my hand?
He sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little boat? Am I smiling? That's right, I'm the cafeteria manager. I'm glad we cleared that. Is there anything else? Even more reason for me not to serve you, sir. Was there anything? What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly type.
He hates the union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead.
I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and it doesn't matter. I don't have to explain.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later.
You glance at the clock on the wall behind the manager. Huh.
Good question.
They're probably getting drunk or protesting something somewhere, or...
Whatever he may feel about you, he can't miss the opportunity to throw you a look of what he is...
Yeah. The union guys think they're untouchable. They probably fucking killed that guy or something, and now think they can hide out till it all blows over, and it's fair weather again in Martinez.
I have a feeling we'll make their acquaintance sooner or later.
What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see anything interesting in the whirling later.
Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely. In the question. First we find ace.
Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and... Like what? I was rarely...
Hey. Psst. Psst. Hey, yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. This conversation isn't really about love. Try to keep up, okay? This is about the communism you've promised to build. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted. Is that true? You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Funky style. Very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about failure. Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world. You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist. Now get to work, comrade. Failure. Of course you do. You are failure. You alone. You now get to work. Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready. Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. As you step in, he nods toward the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Garanzi and Kubek. It must be his name. Garanzi. Garanzi Kubek. The man puts his cup down and replies something. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each of his pots. He smiles. The man ponders his cooking. You see a heavy steel door with you immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The door does not budge.
You do? It's a door in the back of the kitchen. It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager.
The man ponders his cooking. He looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door. He looks up at you. Then, shrugging is an international sign for, you see a heavy... The door does not budge.
Can I help you? Can I help you? Another thing. Great. Oh yes, that door. Sure. There's nothing mysterious. No, I don't have a key. I don't know how to get there. And I don't care either. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk.
He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's
fine, okay, a little. But so, I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the whole place 100 times over though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Yes.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops. Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. There is, but you won't like it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for a week.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. A box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Soleil cereal. There are plastic among the threadbare kitchen towels. Something as the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool from the garbage.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. Drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pocket empty or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. The belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. A yellow old mug that catches your eye.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard. Or that one. I'd advise against confronting that force. Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and it...
The fuck's he on about? Kids? You hear that, Coop?
See? The lieutenant nods. It's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Nothing. It's not. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging.
Officer, is that your paperwork? Yes, it is. Look. This plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got, if you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash? Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style. Or it would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. Now, tell me what your eagle eyes see.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
You pick out a broken mug with an oddly racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board. There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Way cool. An aluminium block runs the width of the board. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my...
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden, they're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol. And once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Others appear more light-hearted. The guy's on a couch in an unexpected location. You like this grimy. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene? Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do... It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had, again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. I pray his loved ones never find. Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untapped. The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brash-free inspect, interview the cafeteria. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. Your things to be done and things already done.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. That's great. That's actually what I'm going to start calling it, the hanged man. It's good we sorted this out.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. There are arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them, so much as in the back you see thin, translucent copy of paper. 3. The topmost are misconduct fines. The middle ones are a monetary penalization ranging from 20, a tool for manipulation. Give the lowest amount. These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for a dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. Color of the irises, predation marks. Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand what delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. It's made of dark blue plastic. Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Something rattles inside, ever so light. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. The acidic stench of rotting food has rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. It's just a racist mug. What's this? Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken, tossed-away mug that you dug out of the garbage? If you want to earn some change by guilting people, go for it. But if you want to earn real, it's the lead. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just a, but it will not happen. It's the ledger you've, oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back. It's not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. A hot flash of rage comes over you. For a moment there, before it's unjust. That's why. The ledger quivers in your hand as it shakes the paper.
I sit alone in my four-cornered room staring at the candle. Oh, that shit is on. Let me drop some shit like this. At night I can't sleep. I toss and turn, candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned. Four walls just staring at a nigga, paranoid, sleeping with my finger on the trigger. My mother's always stressing I ain't living right, but I ain't going out without a fight. See, every time my eyes close, I start sweating, blood starts coming out my nose. It's somebody watching me act, but I don't know who it is, so I'm watching my back. I can see him when I'm deep in the covers. When I awake, I don't see the motherfucker. He owns a black hat like I own, a black suit and a cane like my own. Some might say take a chill, B, but fuck that shit. There's a nigga trying to kill me. Popping in the clip when the wind. Every 20 seconds got me peeping out my window.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Taking my telephone.
The fuck about it? You're testing Kuno.
Get lost!
The boys that brought the world to the south, baby.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it.
Fuck you whispering about?
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's in.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking.
She understands what you're trying to.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his
What's
lips.
up to all my niggas that represent the South, baby? Switch your house and rap a lot, resurrection.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The knack.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just...
The creature peers at you both. Fear.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno, look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it. Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real... Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
Now I'm realizing that I love her. Now I'm feeling lonely.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit. Yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno-S, two of a kind.
Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you. This shit was psycho killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing. Just Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
Alright, now we can do business. Yeah, what do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See, relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed. Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In York?
Like half. A baggie, but like in this vial. Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening. Yeah, confiscate it. Fuck.
So half of a half is a quarter, right?
Kuno's violent dad's got Kuno's key, so you need to fuck your way in there. Go to the pier side, bang on the door till the cleaning gimp lets you in. That's how Kuno does it. Then you go to room 12 and kick down the door, police violence style. That's what Kuno does. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckhead. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here? Okay then.
Kuno doesn't